Monday, President's Day Monday. Got me thinking. So, as I live and breathe sticky note life, I'm going to say that every day. I have a sticky note here today. What I started thinking about today is just a bit, we're going to get into a little cringy area and talk about happiness and doing what it is that you enjoy and how that can help you in your journey, whether, general business, your construction, real estate, etc. I was having a conversation with someone the other day, and they were just telling me how they were sick of the grind of what they were doing day to day in their company, and it was just getting to them. Everything was becoming boring. I started thinking, I've been there in the past, and I know the feeling. I know the feeling of knowing what to expect because you've been doing it so much, and the day-to-day seems very predictable and very boring. So it really struck me. But as of late, I've been also leaning more into some of my hobbies. And it's hard, especially when you have a family, wife, kids, other responsibilities, to do the things like artistically or athletically or whatever it may be that you enjoy. However, I really think it's important to focus on those things, and I think it improves every other facet of your life if you do spend time on the things that make you happy. So today's episode will be a short and sweet. I just jotted down a few bullet points, king of the bullet points this week and last week, about why focusing on the things that make you happy are actually beneficial, even if it does take time away from other aspects of your life. It'll actually benefit those other areas of your life greatly. So number one, obviously, if you're doing something that makes you happy, actually what's happening is internally the brain is creating endorphins and releasing those endorphins, and endorphins generally give you a greater sense of ease, of fulfillment, energy, and that's going to carry over to other aspects of your life and your day, not just when you're doing something that is making you happy, but after. You're going to have these ripple effects that it continues to do that, decreases anxiety, just makes you feel happier throughout the day. So the improved mental health aspect of doing something that makes you happy is the number one thing. It's my first bullet point, and that's why I put it there. You can't go wrong with that. How could that be a negative thing? And when I say what makes you happy, I don't know, maybe you're in a pickup basketball league and you haven't played in a while. Maybe you go do pickup hockey a few days a week. You hammer out the piano. Do you draw? Do you just write? Does writing make you happy? Is it something else? Is it going to the gym? Is it working out that you haven't done, or is it a specific type? I mean, there's so many things. Like whatever do you like? Do you dress in a duck suit and hop down the road? I don't know what you do. Whatever makes you happy. Like, focus on those things. It's not all about business, grind, money, 24/7, and it. Oftentimes we can get caught up in. I gotta grind it, and then go home, be with the family. And it's just rinse and repeat. But you gotta find the times to do these things, because overall it has the ripple effect, and it will actually make the relationship with your family, the way you treat your kids, your anxiety levels, your stress levels, your tolerance levels for things a lot higher if you're fulfilled. So, moving on. Also, increases productivity. When you're happy, generally, you're going to be more productive in all areas of your life, because you're going to enter it with a different lens and a different perspective. When you're worn down, when you have the burnout, when you're going through the day-to-day and you really are just a bit exhausted by everything, or everything just seems predictable and you're not really motivated by it, you're not going to want to go the extra mile, do the extra things to do that are going to make you more successful, more productive, get the things done you need to get done. If anything, if you're in that kind of blasé mindset, it's easy to start shirking the responsibilities, procrastinate things that you shouldn't procrastinate. But when you're in an energetic mindset, when you're happy about what you're doing, when you're motivated throughout the day, even though you're doing a task that you may not love, or you're doing something you've done before, but you just have this general sense of increased happiness. This doesn't mean you're floating on a fucking cloud, like you're, I'm just, it's so happy with everything. No, it's just, you have, I forget who wrote the book, but 10% Happier was about meditation. And all he was saying was, if you can increase your basis of your happiness foundation 10%, think of the ripple effect that'll have in your day-to-day life. And that's so true. You're not going to be living in a cloud with your head up your ass, but if you can 10, 20, 30% increase the happiness quotient in your life, that does have greater implications in every aspect of your life, be it family, business, friends, etc. So that increased productivity in business coming from the improved mental health and the happiness state is a huge benefit of doing the things you love that make you happy day to day, every other day, whatever it may be. It also helps, number 3, my bullet point is it builds stronger relationships. When you have the blasé attitude at work, you wake up unmotivated because you know what the day is going to bring, or you're just not excited about what the day is going to bring, or you're not fulfilled about what the day is going to bring. You're going to bring that attitude home, or you're going to bring that attitude into your friendships, or you're going to bring that attitude into your interactions with your kids when you get home. You don't go from, I wake up not really motivated to do what I want to do, go about my day and go through the motions doing what I'm going to do, or doing what I have to do with my company, with real estate, with whatever it may be, and then go home and a light switch flips and all of a sudden, boom, I'm Mr. Playful Dad, laughing and smiling with my kids, or I'm Mr. Engaged with my wife, who walks in and says, hey, hun, I just got through with my shitty day that I didn't enjoy, and now I'm going to flip the script and be, completely Wally Cleaver and just love you and act so passionate and caring. It just doesn't happen. You have to have that general feeling that you carry with you throughout the day. And when you have that, you're then going to carry that over to other aspects of your life, and that's going to make those relationships, whatever they may be, friends, family, kids, etc., stronger and more reciprocal. You give what you get what you give. So in return for having that more positive mental outlook, you're going to get a more positive interaction from whoever you're giving it to. So overall, it strengthens the relationships and increases that bond and your sense of well-being, because everything's increased. And then in general, as you do this and as you continue to do the things that make you happy, and this doesn't mean like ignore everything in life, and if you're interested in the piano, go 4 hours a day and practice the piano and ignore everybody, but 30 to 45 minutes a day, or maybe every other day for an hour, find the time, whatever it may be. You may feel bad about that. You may feel like you're detracting from other things in your life, but the reality is the beneficial effects way outweigh the time that it costs you to go do something that you like, improve your mental state, and then bring that attitude back into your day-to-day interactions with everyone around you. It is totally worth it. And if you're still worried about it, then find that to wake up earlier, go to bed later, do whatever you need to do. Just find the time to do this, because it's going to be so beneficial to you. 4, you become more optimistic when your happiness level increases. You get those endorphins. The endorphins lead to less anxiety, just a more robust persona and mental state, and the productivity is going to make you feel better. I say at work, when you feel down, when you feel bad, get organized, get productive. So as you become more productive, you're going to be more fulfilled. Those stronger relationships are going to make you happier. So generally, you're going to be more of an optimist about everything you do. And when you are an optimist, people can sense that energy, and in your day-to-day interactions, that's going to help you, whether it be closing the next deal, or having the positive interaction with someone, or maybe it is meeting a friend that you didn't have before, but because you're optimistic, you're open to that, and that friend then becomes someone who is a key influencer or someone meaningful in your life long term. Like, if you're not optimistic, you're closed off to that. So this improved mental health that helps productivity, strengthens relationships, also leads to just generalized optimism. And then when you put those all together, it leads to the fifth bullet point that I've mentioned already a few times here, but it's just you get a greater sense of fulfillment when all of these boxes are checked. And that's what we're all really looking for, is fulfillment with everything we do. Whether it's a business we're running, we want to know that we're creating something that is beneficial to people and that fulfills us. Whether it's a real estate investment, we want to know that it is something that people are going to enjoy, that we're bringing something into the world. Maybe it's art we're bringing into the world through the lens and perspective of real estate, but it's something that someone else is going to get a benefit from, that we've created, and that's going to give us greater fulfillment. And it's impossible, not impossible, but it's really hard to get that fulfillment if you are not approaching things from the lens of optimism, productivity, improved mental health, physical health, whatever it may be. All of these things lead to the greater fulfillment that we're all looking for at the end of the day. So you can't, it's hard to work it backwards, but maybe you can. Maybe you say, if you're not fulfilled currently, what do I need to do? Are you doing something that's generally making you happy? If you're not, maybe you should think about, what is it that makes you happy? You know, when you were 16 and you used to go outside and skateboard with your buddies, and that's in your black checkered Vans, and that was a very happy time in your life. But now you're 42 and you're going to work in the morning, grinding it out, coming home, the kids are kind of annoying because they're up your ass, and then you're not very super loving with your wife because your day grinded you down, and you're tired, and maybe you're not as healthy as you want to be, and you got blah blah blah, all the like cliche shit. Maybe you say, hey, when I was 16, I used to get on my checkered Vans and I go ride my skateboard. Well, at 42, why can't you get on, go buy a pair of checkered Vans and go out in the front yard and ride your skateboard? Maybe that's going to connect you to a happiness trigger in your brain, like reconnect some old neurons, or get them firing that say, oh shit, this was my happy place. And who cares that I was 16, I'm 42, and it's still my happy place. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go outside and jump on a skateboard at some checkered Vans. And maybe the kids in the neighborhood are going to go, who's this 42-year-old dipshit? But who cares? I'm going to feel great about what I'm doing. And that could be anything. Maybe you want to go drum on the drums. Maybe you want to go, I don't know, just shoot some hoops and act like MJ. Do some weird layups. Whatever it may be that helps you get to that point and that you could look forward to and increases that mental health and gives you more mental clarity and strength in your relationships, do it. I like it. Get the checkered Vans on. I'm going to order a pair of checkered Vans today. That's my rant for the day. Monday. Maybe that motivated you. Maybe it was incoherent, but I like it. Checkered Van Monday. All right. Thanks, everybody.